The scene depicts a transition from passive perception to active observation. A hooded figure symbolizes the inner one, representing introspective awareness. The stillness of the figure highlights a moment of focused attention. This symbolizes awareness maturing beyond instinctual reaction. The scene is set in a bustling city street, symbolizing the chaotic flow of daily life. People rush by, representing the constant influx of information and activity. Amidst this chaos, the inner eye maintains a state of calm and steadiness. This illustrates that a quantum observer degree is not merely about processing information. Instead, it is earned through clarity and inner stability, regardless of external circumstances. The inner eye's composure highlights the importance of maintaining focus and awareness in a dynamic environment. Belief formation involves a transition from uncertainty to conviction. This transition can occur through both passive observation and conscious deliberation. Passive observation may involve exposure to chaotic or random information. Conscious deliberation involves a more controlled and reflective process. Conscious collapse is visually represented by a close-up of breath during a slow exhale. This symbolizes a state where one can choose the frame before reality solidifies. The subtle shifting of light signifies the ability to influence perception. This process emphasizes choosing the present moment rather than predicting the future. Reality collapse involves a shift in fundamental aspects of existence. The presence of inner one leads to a loosening of identity. Attention becomes more stable during this process. Probability undergoes reorganization when inner one is present. At intersections, a deliberate pause allows for careful evaluation. This pause facilitates a specific and clear orientation. Advanced observation replaces wishful thinking in decision-making. Calmness enables informed directional choices based on observation. Old labels like fear begin to dissolve. The concept of inevitability starts to fade. The focus on mere survival diminishes. The sense of constant rush also disappears. These dissolving labels symbolize a shift to a higher awareness. The individual navigates the urban environment with a newfound sense of calm. He is no longer disturbed by the surroundings. He embodies the persona of a cosmic outlaw. This persona signifies freedom from the system's unconscious constraints. He operates outside the conventional rules and expectations. The scene depicts a horizon at sunset, symbolizing a transition. The fading of inner one into light and shadow represents a shift in consciousness. This symbolizes the start of intentional creation. The observer is now awake, with conscious collapse online, enabling deliberate action. Awareness is the process by which raw sensory input is transformed. This transformation results in structured perceptions. These perceptions are not merely recordings of stimuli, but actively constructed representations. Therefore, awareness fundamentally shapes an individual's subjective reality. Belief systems are constructed through recurring patterns of thought. These thought patterns are often linked to specific emotional responses. The interplay between thoughts and emotions reinforces particular outcomes. Repeated experiences solidify these patterns into established beliefs. Thus, belief systems emerge from consistent reinforcement of thought-emotion outcome cycles. Identity functions as a selective filter. It prioritizes information that aligns with existing self-perceptions. This filtering process tends to reinforce established beliefs about oneself. Consequently, it may restrict exposure to new experiences and perspectives. Expectation significantly shapes perception. Individuals often perceive what they anticipate. This perception is not always aligned with reality. Expectation can override actual sensory input. Thus, perception becomes a blend of expectation and reality. Attention acts as a selective filter, directing energy and resources. This focusing process amplifies specific aspects of reality. Simultaneously, it diminishes the perception or impact of other aspects. The allocation of attention shapes our experience and understanding. Therefore, what we focus on significantly influences our perceived reality. Probabilities are not absolute, but are influenced by the observer's internal state. The observer's state affects the perceived likelihood of different events. This influence leads to a branching of potential timelines and outcomes. Different internal states create distinct probabilistic realities for the observer. Coherence refers to the alignment and harmony between one's thoughts, emotions, and actions. This internal consistency creates a state of enhanced focus and intention. Increased coherence amplifies an individual's capacity to influence their external environment. The observer's focused intention becomes a stronger force in shaping reality. Therefore, aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions enhances the observer's impact on the world. Uncertainty inherently involves unknown or unpredictable elements. This lack of predictability disrupts established patterns and expectations. The disruption of patterns creates a void, opening a space for new events. This space allows for the introduction of novel experiences and outcomes. These new experiences can deviate significantly from what was previously known. Therefore, uncertainty is a catalyst for the emergence of new possibilities. The frame of perception defines the boundaries of an individual's reality. This framework acts as a filter, shaping how experiences are interpreted and understood. A limited frame can restrict potential experiences and understanding. Conversely, an expanded frame broadens the scope of possible experiences and insights. The present moment is the point of creation. Choices made in the present shape future realities. Every decision influences the path forward. Focusing on the present allows for conscious creation. The power to shape the future lies in present actions. Embrace the present as the key to future possibilities. Intentional creation involves consciously directing energy. It also requires focusing attention on specific goals. This directed energy and focus aim to achieve desired outcomes. The process is deliberate, not accidental or passive. Therefore, intentional creation is about actively shaping reality. The belief in inevitability suggests a predetermined, unchangeable future. Awareness introduces the understanding of multiple potential outcomes. Recognizing infinite possibilities directly challenges the concept of a fixed future. This awareness reveals that the future is not predetermined, but rather a field of potential. Therefore, heightened awareness collapses the belief in inevitability by highlighting the power of choice and possibility. Freedom from unconscious rules involves transcending limiting beliefs. It represents the ability to break free from self-imposed constraints. This freedom allows for the creation of new paradigms. It encourages individuals to challenge existing norms. Transcending these rules fosters innovation and creativity. Ultimately, it leads to expanded possibilities and perspectives. Clarity is defined as the ability to see beyond illusions. It involves recognizing the genuine essence of reality. Clarity allows for the removal of obscurities and misinterpretations. It is essential for accurate perception and understanding. Stable awareness refers to a consistent and clear perception of reality. This clarity allows for more accurate assessments of situations. Accurate assessments lead to better informed decisions and actions. Consistent actions, based on stable awareness, generate predictable outcomes. Predictable outcomes reduce chaos and uncertainty in various aspects of life. The observer effect describes the impact of observation on quantum systems. It suggests that the act of observing a quantum system inevitably alters its behavior. This alteration is due to the interaction between the observer and the observed system. Consciousness is theorized to directly influence the quantum system state. The observer effect challenges classical notions of objective measurement. It highlights the interconnectedness of the observer and the quantum world.